By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking a field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end. Line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Tannehill now to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Mahomes now on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Tannehill hooking up with Reynolds for a Titan first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. This will go to Henry out wide. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bullock good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
At the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Caught here by Bell. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he's able to get it out of there. And this is a pretty good kick. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.